Today on Running to Him.
As believers, we are under God's protection and guidance. Nothing will happen outside of His will. We'll be reading through the book of Psalms for 6 months. Today, we read Psalm 56 and concentrate on verses 8 through 11. Psalm 56 verses 8 through 11 says, "You have taken account of my wanderings. Put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book? Then my enemies will turn back the day when I call. This I know, that God is for me. In God whose word I praise, in the Lord whose word I praise, in God I have put my trust. I shall not be afraid. What can man do to me?" Well, Paul expressed the same feelings as David in Romans 8:31 when he said, "If God is for us, who can be against us?" If the creator of the universe has our backs, so to speak, then nothing can be done to us, and He will protect us from anything and everything. Now, we have spoken about various martyrs in the early church and some in the modern church. These men and women understood God's providence and His ultimate protection. They also understood that everything which occurred in their lives was there because God allowed those things to happen. Now, except for the Apostle John, every one of the apostles died a martyr's death. Numerous believers were put to death during the 6th and 7th centuries because of their theological positions. One of those was Maximus the Confessor, who actively wrote against the emperor's beliefs. His right arm was cut off, and his tongue was pulled out of his head because he would not stop speaking and writing the truth. We should not be afraid of telling the truth. We should not be scared of accurately saying what is in the Scriptures. We should not be fearful of making a stand for what we believe. Now, I want to point out that we do not have to be abusive in how we see things. Jesus was very clear in His conversations with those around Him. He was also very patient with the religious leaders who should have known better, as He showed in John chapter 3 with Nicodemus. But there are times when we must be very clear about what we believe and why we believe it. God has our back. Nothing can happen to us that God has not already seen. Our goal and our duty are to tell others about Christ and make disciples. If that brings us physically into harm's way, God understands and will protect us.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.